Welcome all of you. My name is Pankaj Bagde. I am working as an assistant teacher for physics subject in Sant Tukaram National Model School, Latur. Under the guidance of our respected Honorable Principal Sir, Mr. B. Mahendrage Sir, today I am going to give one short demo on Introduction to C++. Today we are going to discuss about C++ introduction. Now we are going to start C++ introduction. In this concept, we are going to discuss about what is C++. Okay. According to this, C++ is general purpose, high level, compiler based, and object oriented programming language. Now we are going to discuss one by one topic. Once again, I am repeating the definition. What is C++? C++ is general purpose, high level, compiler based, and object-oriented programming language. Next, according to definition, now the first concept is C++ is a general purpose. Now, what is called general purpose? Why it is called general purpose? Here, purpose means uses. Here, general means what? Let's see. For an example, very simple example, there is a general store, and in that general store, we are able to get different types of atoms. So in the same manner, by using C++ also, we are able to design different types of softwares. That's why C++ is called general purpose language, which is also called multi-purpose programming language. Next, now I will show you what are the softwares we are designing by using C++ language. Just watch this. By using C++, we are able to design number first operating system. For an example, DOS, Windows, Unix, all these are operating system. And by using C++, we are able to design these operating system. Now next, by using C++, we are also able to design editors. Now, what is called editor? The word best editor is Notepad, WordPad, MS Office, and MS Word is there. So by using C++, we are able to design commercial applications also. So let's see the next. What are the commercial applications? So actually, commercial programs are nothing but suppose there is a shop. In shop, they have to conduct the bill. Now, that billing program is designed with C++. Now, the bank transactions which are conducted with a C++, not only that one, college, hotel, wherever you go, are conducted with C++. So, all are related to money. So, it is called as commercial. So, for example, I wrote here bank, supermarket, hotel, all these are which is related to money transaction. These programs are designed with C++ language. Next. Now by using C++, we are also able to design database software. For example, the world famous database software is Oracle. Another example for this is SQL Server, MySQL Server. These are database software. Next, by using C++, we are also able to design translators. Very, very important. Now, what is translator here? Here, translator is nothing but a converter and which we need in case of programming. Now, very important question. Why we need that translators? Why we need that translators in our program? Let's see. Suppose we have to determine one thing actually. As a user, we can understand only English, but our computer doesn't know English operations. Our computer understand only binary code, that is 0 and 1 only. So let's see what is the function of translator. As a human, we are not able to understand a binary code. That's why we know only English, and we are writing program in also in English. But our computer is not able to read these English programs. Now what happens? English programs is converted into machine code, and this conversion is possible by using translator. So that's why for this purpose we are using translator. So what is the function of translator? Translator converts English programs into a machine code. Next. Now, types of translators. So there are actually three types of translators. Number first, compiler. Second, interpreter. Number third, assembler. Here both are like compiler and interpreter is used to convert high level language to machine code. Now next one, assembler. Assembler translator we are using to convert low level language to a machine code. So C++ we are using, in case of C++, we are using compiler as a translator. That's why C++ is called compiler based programming language. Already we saw in case of definition. So according to this, as we know that in case of C++, compiler we are using as a translator in case of C++. That's why C++ is called compiler based programming language. Next, by using C++, we are also able to design device drivers. Now, what is called device drivers? For example, there is a new printer. Now, we are going to connect the printer to device, means with our system or with our computer or with our laptop. Later, we are going to make out printout, but your computer is saying no printer found. There is no printer because our system, our computer, our laptop doesn't know about about printer. Now, what we have to do? With every printer, company is providing. With every printer, company is providing CD. Now, our duty is just insert the CD and install that software. Now the printer is detected. Now here, CD contains what? Printer information. CD contains what? Printer information, and that printer information is called as printer drivers. Printer drivers, just we called as device driver. Another example for device drivers are keyboard, mouse, pen drive. So these are called device drivers, and which is made up by using C++ software. Next, by using C++ software or language, we are also able to design PC and mobile games. Actually, in our mobile, snake game which are playing in our mobile is totally designed by using C++ language. Not only this game, many more examples are there. Next, very famous example, famous game, that is Mario game, Super Mario game. All these are games and many more games we are able to design by using C++ software or language. Next, very important, means by using C++, we are able to design protocols. This is a major advantage of C++. Now, very important question. What is called protocol? Very simple. When a website open, it starts with a HTTP. What is meant by HTTP? HTTP is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Only that one, this HTTP, is not just a protocol. Another examples are there. FTP. FTP means that is file transfer protocol. Next, Bluetooth transfer protocol. So these are protocols which we are able to design with C++ software. And again, I am repeating, this is a major advantage of C++ because by using C++, we are able to design protocols. And near about in the world, 90% telecom protocols, they are designed in C++. So that C++ is called multi-purpose or general purpose programming language. Again, according to definition. Again, I am repeating, near about 90% of telecom protocols, they are designed in C++. So that C++ is called multi-purpose or general purpose programming language. Next. Now, what is software and what is program? In actual, collection of programs or collection of numbers of programs is called as software. Now, what about program? Program means a simply set of instructions is called as program. Now we are going to discuss about a simple software. For an example, media player. You know very well media player. Media player is present in our mobile also, as well as media player is present in our computer or laptop also. Let's see how it is a software. So why software is called as a collection of programs? Let's see, very simple example, media player. Observe the image which is given on the screen. There is a media player. Now, in that media player, there is a play button. There is a play button. Here, the slider is also there. And it is showing time. It is showing time, which is shown in diagram. Now, I am going to press play button. What happens? What I am going to say? Now, I am going to press play button. Then after that, what happens? In place of play button, we are getting pause button. Now, play button is converted into pause button. And how this one is possible? Because inside a play button, there is a program. Inside a play button, there is a program. Now, this play button is nothing but a program. It is simply called as program. Now, what is written in program? When play button is pressed, convert it symbol into paused. Suppose once again after that you are pressing a pause button. Now pause button will become a play button. That means now there is a program inside a button. Correct? Similarly, in that media player, different keys are available like forward key, backward key, volume key, equalizer key. Every button is a different program. And in this media player, different keys are available. That means in that particular key or in single key, program is present. So different keys, that means different programs are present. So bunch of different programs or numbers of programs, collection of that programs is indirectly what we call software. So that in this way, media player is a software. So software is a collection of programs. So each button contains different program. Next. Now, how many types of softwares are available? So actually, we are having two types of software. Number first, one is system software. Another one is application software. Now, system software means, for example, like our operating system or our Android phone is just like a system software. And applications, we know very well in our mobile, different applications are present. So that application is known as application software. So now what is the difference between these two softwares? I am giving very simple example for this. In our human body, we are having several organisms, means several parts are there. Now, all the parts are working when the heart is working, because heart is pumping the blood to all the body parts. That means blood is carrying what? Power. Blood is carrying power. So that power is there. So all the body parts working. So that body parts is called as application software, because parts have a particular task. And here heart is nothing but a system software. Another example, your system software is stopped, for example, then definitely the application software like Oracle Media Player is definitely going to stop afterwards. Means main thing is system software. Second, it is very simple example. I am giving simplest example again. In mobile phones, apps are present. Apps means applications like WhatsApp, Facebook, and your Android phone is just like a system software or just like a operating system. So if your mobile is not going to open, then apps like WhatsApp, Facebook is not working. It is not possible. So that's why system software is similar to our heart. Thank you for watching. This is my short demo regarding introduction to C++. Thank you so much.